Hello, scrubbers. Today's Saturday, Memorial Weekend, 2023, and I just thought I'd kind of take the day off today and take it easy. That's Sunday actually, but I broke out the Toauto melting furnace. Got a crucible in there with some brass in it. Of course, I got the gauge all the way up, 30 pounds. It's gonna be a little bit for that melts. I got me a sinker mold here. Got it off of eBay. Need to get a few more. It's not going to take. Got to make me some brass sinkers, and then I got some die cast too. I weighed a lead ingot a little bit ago, a cupcake ingot, and it was like 2 pounds 3 ounces. And I know the cupcake ingots in aluminum are about half a pound, but the die cast, the zinc has got it weighed. The cupcake ingot weighed 1 pound 3 ounces, so lighter than lead, but. I sprayed some vegetable oil spray on here. Kind of uses a mold release. This will do 2 3/8, 2 1/2 inch, 2 3/4, and 2 1 ounce. So what I want to do is try to pour some of these weights, and then see what kind of, then put them on the scale and see what I actually get. After about, say, half of what they're rated at, then I may try to get some more of these. That way I can pour more than eight weights at a time. But I know I've seen some cast iron 5 ounce weights on there. And then the center hole's machined, or it's threaded, but it's not a 1/4 20. It's roughly a 1/4 inch, but I think it's machine threads. So I may have to take it down to Atwood's or somewhere and find me a couple bolts that'll screw in there. That are about maybe 2 3 inches long, and then make me a couple wooden handles. So I'll clamp that back in here in a little bit. Then I want to get some, like I said, get some die cast out here and try to make some out of die cast too. I got another mold in there, but it's aluminum, so I thought, well, I can't pour brass into it because it's a lot hotter than what the aluminum melting point is. And the zinc, the die cast will be right about the same, so that one I'll have to use for lead only. But this one here I can probably use for lead, so I can use both of them. So I'll have to get me a little ladle and a cast iron melting pot for that. A little humid out here. There's a storm out west, but I don't know if it's going to make it here or not. It's moving slow. But they're saying about 7 tonight, going to get some rain. The other crucible's nice and cherry orange. Nice and orange. So I'll go ahead and pause the camera, and then I'll get back when we get ready to pour here. Once that stuff becomes molten, let it get where it's melting point, and then maybe keep it in there an extra 5 minutes, let it get good and hot, so it'll be good, so it'll pour good. I'll have to get that on the sitting on there too to get it heated up good. But I've seen a few other molds on there. I got this one pretty good. I think the guy had it priced at $30 and $10 shipping, and he sent me an offer for $25, so I jumped on it. So basically I got $35 in this one. For most of them, by the time you buy them and shipping, you're looking at $40 to $50. So not going to run out and buy 5 or 6 of them at a time. Just don't have that kind of fun. So a couple here, a couple there, or one here, one there. You know, I put up another YouTube channel for the GMRS radios. Not sure if too many people here would be interested in it, so I thought, well, I don't want to throw a bunch of GMRS radio videos on this channel. So I thought I'll go ahead and just put up another channel. So if you guys are interested in GMRS radio, you might check it out. I titled the channel GMRS radio on a budget, because I am definitely on a budget. So I'll try to leave a link to that channel in the description below the video. I think pretty much anymore, all these molds you get anymore are all cast aluminum, but some of these are old vintage, these cast iron ones. So that's the ones I'm kind of after, where I can do brass. And I think there are ponds and stuff around that they're saying non-lead because of the waterfowl and stuff. So I thought, well, it would be good to have some alternatives to lead. So that's what I was thinking, brass. Die cast would probably work good too, but if you look at a die cast sinker and a lead sinker, they're going to pretty much look the same. So not sure how that's going to go, but I think it'd be kind of fun making some lead sinkers. So I'm going to get off here and we'll pick this up when I go to pour. Went in to grab some more brass ingots in case I need them. Depends on how long I want to stay out here and melt. And I realized that I'd grabbed copper ingots instead of brass. So this first pour or two is going to be copper. So I know this little Toauto furnace does pretty good in melting copper. Didn't take long. Let's see how precision I can get here without making a big mess. But I think that froze up right on top. Yeah, I don't know if this is getting down in there or not. Put this back in and keep it hot. Yeah, it looks like I got one good little one. The other one, didn't quite make the full loop. I got one good weight out of that whole try. So interesting. Put that one in the pan of water. Okay, we'll go ahead and heat it up. We'll try it again here in a minute. Okay, got it on there. Got the two bigger ingot molds on there. I'm going to try to pour another set out of this one and see what I get. I got it upside down this time so that it's heating up mainly the top part of the mold. So hopefully the copper won't freeze on the top and not make it into the body of the mold. So we'll try it. And then I got the other two ingot molds on there, so I can just take whatever's left in the crucible and pour a couple ingots, since it's copper, not brass. And then I can get the brass up to this high melting point, or high temperature, and maybe hopefully it'll pour better. So this is all experimental anyway. So, and then I've got another little crucible where I can try some of the die cast. Try to pour some ingots with it. That's even a lower melting point. And then I'll just make a bunch of small ingots, nothing else, where I can, if it works out, I'll melt it up. And then I can melt the smaller ingots down in my the Toauto electric furnace. Okay, I just went and looked at radar. It's so humid out here, and that storm, as you can kind of see how light it is over here. But that storm is getting right about the Chickasha, which is about 18-20 miles. It's moving awful slow. So I'm going to go ahead and just pour this copper out of it. I might just go ahead and pour that, let everything cool off, and get it packed up for that rain hits. And maybe try to get out here and do this tomorrow or something. I had that mold directly on top, but it seemed like it was blocking the vent, keeping it from getting hot. So I thought, well, I'll put this on there. That'll elevate it a little bit and allow that thing to exhaust properly. Hope it's liquid enough to pour. Yeah, it's really not liquid. I don't think it's going to pour at all. It's not quite hot enough. Yeah, got the brick from underneath. Try to pour what I can. Look for halfway solid. Got a crucible ingot. I can pick it up. Yeah, if I can pick it up. Yeah, there it is. Crucible ingot. Yeah, this video didn't turn out what I wanted, but it is what it is, I guess. I was hoping that storm would do like a lot of these others and just kind of fade away, but kind of evaporate. But it's still big, it's still moving this way. Probably about 10 miles an hour, but so if it's going 10 miles an hour, it might be 2 hours before it gets here, or it might be 10 minutes. Oklahoma weather, sometimes it's hard to predict. And I'd rather be on the safe side. I don't really need raindrops coming down hitting this hot stuff. That could be dangerous. So, yeah, I was hoping to kind of get some sinkers poured. I got one. Put it on that little scale. It doesn't even show up at the gram. It doesn't show anything. So, yeah, that wind's picking up now, as you can hear. So yeah, I probably need to get this stuff picked up and inside. So I want to thank everybody for watching, and hopefully I'll have better success next time. You guys have a great weekend. Bye-bye.